Let us continue. This is probably going to be a giga short thingamabobber, but see what happens. Janatos Nubia. Did I use Rufus's S-Craft yesterday? I did.
I'll get you for that.
I did. That one was crazy.
We're doing good.
Probably gonna use it again here. Oh, but I'm rotted on you. Sucker.
You have the advantage. Press it.
We've got this in the bag.
Let's see. Alright, water and earth.
Doing good.
Guess we're gonna be casting some spells. Ooh, okay.
I won't show any mercy.
Alrighty. We're in a little bit of trouble here. I guess I could try to have Nadia.
Don't jump the gun, yeah?
Go forth and teach them their place.
Brilliant.
Try to have Nadia heal.
I'll end this now.
Okay.
That's all the little suckers going. Now for the big sucker.
Stay on guard.
Easy does it.
Don't jump the
20%
gun, yeah?
HP. I don't mind doing that.
Stay on guard. Do it.
Rufus!
Forward. Bleed through! That's it. Nadia!
Nadia! Oh, you went way over there,
Jump
but
the
you're
gun,
probably
yeah?
fine.
Zypha active. Nurse Nana's here.
Thanks a heap. Ha!
There you go.
Blow for blow.
Right behind you.
Adios above.
I should have used
I
a
won't let
boost.
this chance slip.
Activating ZOC.
Stay on guard.
We already did that. Oh, I gotta get rid of your buff.
Jump the gun, yeah?
Can you withstand this?
Health down. Blue Gang! We're not through yet.
Then I can do this. I'll watch this one again, because this one's just crazy.
You presume to challenge me?
And he's got the sword.
Consider the gauntlet taken, then.
Those are $500 sunglasses, sucker fool.
Allow me.
There!
You have to. Allow me.
Kevin can do the thing. So we should probably do this.
We're doing good.
This'll clinch it. Naval axe!
That's
It's a
it.
million.
Seal of mine.
Use Kevin as your tank in this round due to his stigma. I need somebody to help Nadia with arts, so that's the technique that I'm opting to go with this time around.
Give it your best shot.
I guess just in case there's another fight.
You're mine. Nice. Flying high.
Pure aura farming. Grim Garden, third domain, subdomain C, partial liberation secured. Liberation of subdomains A and B also confirmed. However, ternary inter-subdomain connection has yet to be established. Administrator privileges required to unlock access to third domain nexus. Oh, I thought I got 611 times Sepet. I was like, hi.
I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. It's like, I'd prefer to go on someone else, but I'm not going to say no. Subdomain C. Rufus, I thought you stopped using that name. So we can't push ahead any deeper till around this afternoon. Sounds like some hacking needs to happen first, on top of the subdomains Team Van and Team Tilly have to release. I don't recall telling you anything about the other two groups yet. Well, you did tell us it was Van, and there was only one other group of people that were at the Marduk place. Come on. But at any rate, I should be able to introduce you to one another after the aforementioned prerequisites are completed. Perfectly fine with us. Our gratitude to you for making these arrangements. It makes for perfect training, and all the support from the workshop is a literal game changer. We'll do our best to set this place free, Altina. Your efforts are much appreciated, as is your continued cooperation. Goodbye for now. I'll be in touch again this afternoon. How the society fits into all this is still one giant question mark. A warm-up this light won't be enough for you to acknowledge what we're capable of either, will it? Hey now, that's just shoving words in my mouth. Hand to heart, you put on a pretty good show. Goes without saying for Rufus, but even Lapis on backup blew me out of the water. What I really want to know, though, is what lies beyond that. You just love to word things all cryptic-like for no reason, don't you? But fine, be that way. I think we're starting to get a handle on your style anyhow. We'll keep on working to verify whether or not your judgment is clouded. Noted. Gosh, why don't those three get along? Why do those three get along so poorly? Actually, as far as pure compatibility is concerned, theirs would appear to be better than what I can manage. That notwithstanding, this may prove a turning point for the two of them, and perhaps the same could be said of our priest friend as well. Rufus is basically trails Batman, knows everything, and kicks booty. I don't think anybody could disagree with that. I don't think anybody can disagree with that. I came here to do something. I don't remember what that was. Somehow Catra's in front of Van here. That makes no sense. Oh, maybe I was controlling Catra. Probably it. There was something I wanted to do. I guess I can check out the decryption. Still waiting for more arts. Or quartz.
How may I help you? Preparing for another. This is what we have for sale. Please come back. This is what we have for
My
sale.
gosh, those are 12,000.
Please come back again. We have all sorts of goods.
Dang, I got 0.
Thank you very much. Take care of yourselves.
Now then, we may have fumbled around a bit at first, but I'm pretty sure I've got everything I need. All that's left now is to confirm a few things on my own. But what's up, Mr. Onion? Mr. Onion would actually fit better on someone else, I know. What? Don't tell me there's a walking, talking onion out there. Hate to break it to you, but I think he's saying someone else's hair looks more like an onion than his does. He's referring to the man who heads one of Liberl's foremost research firms. Their crisis management capabilities are second only to Marduk's. I have no idea what you're talking about. Of course you two are familiar. Bet they even get along too. Anyway, considering it's already 3, why don't you all head off for a break? There's even Hammam here. I say you have a nice leisurely sweat, and Father Kevin said you wanted to see what we're capable of, didn't you? Then doesn't it only make sense that we're there for whatever it is you're planning? Exactly. We have as much right to be there as you do. There's not a question of rights here. It's a matter of I gotta go off and go do something, and y'all just sit tight. Plus, if you're gonna go on some strip club or something, we need to make sure to report that to your childhood friend with evidence. You wouldn't even know how to contact her. And I mean, alls I want is a little peek. I knew it. A strip club. Perhaps I'll explain when you're older. On that note, however, I wouldn't mind accompanying you, Kevin. Tonight, sound like a plan then? Do you want to go too, S? I don't think I'd meet the age requirement. Plus, why would I even need to go when I have you? Anyway, let's get back on topic. I'd say it's safe to assume you've figured something out, something definitive. Or maybe you just need to slot in the last piece of the puzzle. Fine, fine, you guys can come. But is your partner there gonna be okay? She's looking like she's tapped on cloud 9. Gosh, S, you're practically wrapped around my finger, aren't you? At this rate, you're gonna out-affection me, and that I will not allow. Well, Nadia looks like a boiled octopus, but she's wriggling around like a jellyfish. What you see before you, Lapis, is what happens when one is in the spring of their youth. So where exactly are we headed? Where we can get a good view of the entire oasis, the cultural district. There's a cultural district? I guess so.
How about a shard search? Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby, yeah. I'm like halfway-ish to this. I think I have at least 5,000 Sepith Mass. 100 shard commands activated. Still need to somehow get that. This is gonna take forever. I can work on that slowly. Probably too slowly. It'll just show up. We're gonna get that in the next chapter. Actually, we could technically get this right now. I might actually just do that. It's only 5 enemies. We need one more quick art attribute.
Let's not dawdle now.
5 enemies.
Off we go.
The wheel is yours, Rufus. Alrighty, do your best, guys.
Still ain't done. In I go.
You got the cooldown too, huh?
Straight back. All right.
Did I get it? I got it.
Yeah, baby. That's the way it goes. Hey, let's keep up the pace. All right, let's rip. Actuating.
Smash button?
Next. Time is right. Overwhelm them. Stand down.
Target eliminated. Let's move.
I got it.
That's the way it goes.
Okay. And then I will give this to you. Indomitability. I don't think I'll ever have this actually proc, but actually Recluse is pretty good. We need time and wind there. Oh, that's water. That's water.
Away we go.
Go and get our stuff
Welcome
back.
to Marjan Hammam. Are you entering the...
I
I'm
feel
glad
like
you
a
seem to
blanched
enjoy
vegetable.
yourself.
As part of the DLC, Rufus gets a sea mask. Just the mask, not the costume. What? Why? Why not the costume? That makes no sense. Lapis gets her dress from Reverie. I think I actually like this dress. She's got the Shizuna thing going on though, where her, I guess, stockings are just ridiculous. You know? Like, those things would tear so fast. Unless they're supposed to be pants. And if they're pants, then they're just even more ridiculous than whatever. It's a Mr. Burns driving meme. Hey, I'm a good driver. It's just a bad vehicle. How about that? Wow, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I think I'd enjoyed it more if it wasn't so hot out, though. What's the deal with this place? Assume it has something to do with with the Septium Sacrament. Got that right. See, 20 years ago, the city was faced with an existential threat. Aloasis was on the verge of drying up. However, thanks to the 3 disciples and their irrigation work, the opposite transpired. I mean, just look at all this water. But now we're here to determine what caused the problem in the first place, and if its solution has had any negative effects.
Cerulean seal of mine, shining from the abyss.
See, so this is... Yeah, that rough and tough sister and her blue-haired lackey used to do this kind of thing all the time. Power of the Dominions, Stygimus. But wait.
Akashic Eye. Activate!
This isn't what happens when Van becomes the or isn't this what happens when Van becomes the Grendel? Yeah, face space and all, just the colors are different.
Haven't had the chance to see it myself, but I imagine the mechanics behind it are pretty similar.
I scan the spiritual data of Dingo Brad that lies within this land's memory. Tell me, where was he on the morning of October 25th, 1208?
Okay, we don't gotta go through this one day at a time. Like, dang. Sometimes it's hard to wake up in the morning mind full of demons. I don't want to hear them anymore. Did we just see into the past? I don't believe so, no. Rather, it seems to have been a memory that a higher plane carved into the land. Psychometry? I had heard such ability existed, but... Yeah, well, what I did was just the extra awesome version of it. Anyway, we know where we have to go now, shall we?
Shall we search?
We shall. Who would have guessed that we would go into the sewers? The literal only other place that we could go. Nobody guessed it, that's who. It's C the Third.
This pathway is just like the one we saw earlier.
I wonder just what's waiting for us up ahead.
Does that make Campanella C the Fourth? One's to the right, one's to the left. It's open. Let's go.
So these are here to prevent the water level from rising too high during the rainy season, huh? Looking a little low at the moment. Though when Arkwright came here toward the end of last year, I bet it was even lower. On the other hand, Dingo showed up right at the start of the dry season, meaning the water stores would have been much higher.
This forensic analysis of yours is great and all, but...
So your objective this entire time has been to figure out what Dingo Brad was up to, is that it?
The reporter who was caught in the explosion in Cray, and who was revived only to be exploited for another's grotesque ambitions.
I never got the chance to speak with him face to face, but if there's one thing I know for sure, it's that he's never coming back. Anyhow, I imagine you're only one step away from finding what you seek. Yes?
Quite the observational skills you got there. Guess I was right to bring you along. And I could say the same to Lapis, what with that superior processing power of hers, couldn't I? But I got a feeling you two still don't get where all this is headed. You sure you want to keep tagging along?
Of course we do. We're in this till the end. Don't exactly know what you're after, but if that hunky reporter's involved, that's all the more reason for us to stick around.
Got a feeling he was here looking into the Octogeneses. If we discover anything new about them, we should consider passing it along to Van and the others. Would be nice to settle our debt with them.
Yeah, about that. Might be a problem if you chat too much with them, you know? Could end with you getting snuffed out, after all.
Hey! Stop bullying them, Kevin! Whether they come along or not, you don't...
No, it's fine. He's right. Even though we're both former assassins, Nadia and I took an oath to never kill again. But the idea that we'd be able to keep that oath, I knew all too well that was just our egos speaking.
S and I have talked this over time and time again. We know that an excuse like ours won't always fly. But even still, we swore that was a line we'd never cross again. So that
Nadia
S could live a normal life for once. Swin. Nadia.
You really mean that? Even if that oath of yours is what ends up getting her killed?
I plan on holding myself to it for as long as I can. But if that were to happen, I'd simply die with her.
And what about you? I feel like you're the type who'd take down his killer and then follow after yourself.
Well, yeah, but I'd prefer not having to in the first place. Oh, and if they had accomplices, I'd probably take all of them with us, too. Don't worry. We'd never let it come to that anyway. Right, Rufus?
Indeed. As their leader, that's the very least I can do.
I appreciate that.
Well, I believe LP, but you can have 30% of my trust.
Fine, all right. Guess I did say I'd be keeping my eye on you after all. Just know that I've got one request for you, and it's from me, your ever-youthful employer.
Youthful? Please.
Rufus is 32, right? I'm sure you're probably younger than him, but...
I'm only 28, you brats. I mean, yes, I am older than Arkwright, but still. Anyway, that oath you took, to never kill again, I don't want to see any exceptions to that rule. Which means no throwing your lives away because something happened to your better half, you hear? And that goes for both of you. Basically, I'm asking you to stay true to your oath. Now then, let's get going.
Of course. If possible, I'd like to have this matter settled by evening.
I'll give you sharp support from the backline.
There's connection events that I do. Swin and Nadia and Rufus, I think.
Feeling better than ever.
Ooh, I wasn't supposed to save there. Wait, this was 2019. I was supposed to save here.
Ah, so refreshing. I could plop down on the floor and doze off right here.
I doubt the water's that clean. It sure beats being out in the heat.
Don't start slacking off
Rather
too
a
long.
waste of time.
Especially if you want to be ready for what's waiting for us ahead. Get in! Here we go!
All right, do your best, guys. Right behind you. Have some of this! Yeah!
Sorry, gotta rest your souls.
Ugh. I knew we couldn't write you off.
I won't move because the water level isn't high enough. If only there was a way to adjust the water.
Shall we search?
No mercy. Bam! Nice! Down they go. Hang it up! Down they go. I follow.
Your go, Rufus. On for the road.
Let's do it. Still a ways to go.
I just keep growing
Threaded
and growing.
and deaded. Get over here.
Let's do it.
I ain't gonna hold back. Racking up those
Curious to see
macho
what's
points,
in
am
that
I
chest
right?
myself. Are further heights still in my reach?
There's more over there.
Shall we search?
Gotta be on the lookout for some palms. Palms are the only reason. Man, I'm kind of sad that I missed out on those palms at the very beginning.
Alrighty.
Because they would have helped out a lot.
I'm all prepped up.
Guess we could try this first. That other one might just be the way back rather than the treasure chest forward. I don't recall how much experience I was getting from that.
Open wide! Bam! Down they go. Drop on it. On guard.
I'm curious to see what's in that chest myself.
Open wide! Bam! Nice try! Florida, it's on cue to shard it up! Bam! Nice try! Open wide! Hang it up! Open down they go! Open wide! Bam! You want to see what I can really do? There you go.
More of the same next time, Kevin.
Oh, that's a big dog.
There's so many. What a pain.
Open wide!
You're back, guys.
Open wide! Bam! You got a hard nut to crack. Open wide!
Better be careful
they
with
go.
this one.
Give it up! Open wide!
Brilliant aura.
Open wide!
A new trumpet ability that makes full use of your stigma.
Rufus! As you wish. On guard. You want to see what I can really do? There you go.
So this is what the fifth can do.
Green's route felt like cold steel pacing. I don't know what that means. I feel like I might have responded to that already, but because I'm a forgetful person, you know, I don't know. But I don't know what cold steel pacing is
I'm
supposed
curious to see
to
what's in that chest myself.
sound or feel like in this context. Feels like a mix of Rufus's Route and Reverie and Sky 3. We'll see. This one, to me, like all of them so far have been moving at the same type of pacing. You know, we haven't really gotten much information other than the very end. Oops, that's not what I want to do.
Gotcha on the flip side.
Let's take this one step at a time.
There. Yeah, on it down. Florida.
Still more to go.
Open one. Open Florida. Florida. Rufus.
As you wish. I follow.
Allow me.
On for the road.
For the action.
Nadia.
Give it your best shot.
Cypher activate. Allow me. We'll exploit that. For the action. Yeah.
Here you go. Seems about right.
Alright, that
That much
was...
closer to his level.
I'm on the up and up.
Was that good experience? How much experience do you need? Oh yeah, 4,000? Yeah, that's still pretty good.
Are further heights still in my reach?
Might lead to... I need to go this way.
Alrighty. Come out wherever you are.
Let's see, we'll do Kevin's again.
Pay careful heed. That's
You want to see what I can really do? There you go.
Ugh. I knew we couldn't write you off.
Okay. So now there's only one other way to go. Just playing through these three in particular felt like that to you?
Yikes. Got a whole mess of goons.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm trying to think of like, what does cold steel pacing mean to me? But I'm just not sure.
You have the advantage. Press it.
Count on you, Swin.
You aren't getting away!
Because, like, to me, cold steel pacing really utilized
Still not strong enough.
something similar that's going on here, but like, is it the same enough?
Pay careful heed. That's no simple thought.
No mercy. Open wide.
I just don't know.
Florida.
Let's settle this right now!
Mash
Open
button?
wide.
Okay.
Keep step.
Certainly. I follow.
Counting on you, Swin. Give it your best shot. Take it away.
There. Take this!
Allow me! We got this in the bag!
You're doing good.
Give it your best shot.
I just walked over there. Telling me I can't do this?
Here goes!
My cue. Bleed through!
I don't say eat.
Hey!
Give it your best shot.
You have the advantage. Press it.
You're doing good.
Give it your best shot.
Oh, oh,
Here to help.
have
For you!
faith,
Oh, good!
and you shall be rewarded.
Yippee! We rule!
Always a
Let's do a
step ahead,
search.
Nadia.
There's so many!
Open wide. Open wide.
I'm all prepped up.
Open wide.
Done.
Down they go. Down they go.
Settle this right now.
Down they go. Keep step.
Right. Wide open.
It still felt more direct, straight to the point,
go,
instead of a
Rufus.
bunch of other stuff popping up every 5 seconds taking over. I don't know if we're playing the same Cold Steel games. Because I would argue that Cold Steel was meandering a lot, and then like little bits of relevance happened. This treasure chest is
Still
floating.
ways to go.
Like all the field studies, you know, we would be doing air quotes random things, and then
Come out wherever you are!
you know something useful
Let's give
or
this a whirl.
important that we weren't expecting would appear, and we'd be like, oh my goodness, and then we'd go through something, you know,
Here it comes.
perhaps pretty cool, and then
Looks
we'd
good to me.
digress back down into, you know, oh, well, we
Let's
can't
give this a whirl.
investigate that thing. So we're just going to, we're just gonna, you know, do what we did yesterday. And they just repeat that process over and over again.
Ooh, here it comes. Looks good to me.
Then
That's just how I see it, though. Now, what do I know? I'm just a sucker playing video game.
Ooh, here it comes.
What I think made Trails into Reverie special for me
Looks good to
is
me.
that mainly it was just Rufus's route, but like it really did feel like it was constantly moving the plot forward, and you were getting important
Here
information
it comes.
at multiple steps throughout his chapter. Ooh.
That's the way it goes.
All right, let's move.
And you know, it didn't feel like there was a lot of
Here
wasted
it
time.
comes. Looks good to me.
Outlaw. Shall we search?
And I guess in some degrees, I think like Van's route, it has more of the meandering that I speak of, but this route, I guess, is a little bit more focused, like, hey, we're here to do something, but at the same time, you know, we're still bogged down by the normal Trails formula, I guess. We're still doing 4 SPGs, even though none of these characters have anything to do with Van or his Spriggan work. Same thing with Reen. So, like, that confuses me, I guess. A lot of flooding. Yeah, I think we're fine to keep going through. Looks like the water will only come up to our ankles. They okay with me? It's probably so nice and cool, and I mean, at least it looks clean. Its presence I'm sensing is a tad concerning, but I suppose we've no choice but to move forward. Yeah, should be coming up on the end soon. And another one of those memories. Yes, it was. And it appears Dingo went even further. Am I just imagining things, or was there like no water at all? Yes, but if he truly did come here in October, the water level should have been much higher. Here's hoping we find some answers up ahead, yeah? No telling what lies in wait, but all we can do is keep moving forward. And we really can't leave Dingo Brad alone. That guy just has to be in every Trails game, doesn't he? Or every Daybreak game, doesn't he?
That's the way it goes.
The Aqua Striker. Eesh. 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 15. Of curiosity. How many fish are there? Well, probably a lot more. Oh, considering there's 6 levels, yeah, there's a lot more.
Let's do a search.
Let's give this a whirl.
A Carmine Crab.
Damn, that's a lot of fish. Let's give this a whirl.
The sound of water is getting louder. We must be nearing the end.
But what awaits us at the end? Whatever it may be, they'll come face to face soon.
Let's go, S.
Yeah, no matter what lies in wait.
Alrighty then.
Feeling better than ever.
See what we got.
Wow, it's beautiful! This must be where they draw in water from the oasis, huh?
Van mentioned he and his group fought some big monster here during the film festival last year. It was right after that they were ambushed by the Overseer of Aurum.
Olympia. I never really knew much about her, since she was from a different garden and all. But from what I've seen of her fighting style, I'm impressed they were able to make it out in one piece. And all without Van's trump card.
was around the time Reset transferred to Arkwright Solutions, right? Mirabelle told me she was actually pretty nervous about joining them.
She was?
Ugh, that's super adorable! It's so unfair that she gets to be both cool and cute. Granted, I guess she has helped me out a bunch in the past, but...
You sure you kids want to be leaking info about your former co-workers to us?
You can hardly call it leaking info. All relevant parties have been aware of what transpired here for months now, I'm sure.
Also, I gotta go back. Kevin telling S, like, keep your mouth shut, or it's gonna be kept shut permanently. That was great. I really like how aloof Kevin is, but as soon as, you know, he needs to get serious, he will get serious, and everybody knows he ain't playing around.
Although, I doubt much of anyone knew about Dingo's arrival thereafter. All that being said, Father Kevin, I believe it's about time you told us what your true objective here is. In less than a year, Calvert has been the site of 3 monumental events. I can't imagine what you're after has anything to do with the space program, considering we're so far from its base. So, why are you really here?
All right, I'll show you. Only makes sense to let a fellow scumbag in on the secret, right? And I guess it wouldn't hurt to show Lapis either. Figure she's too rational to have it affect her much. But you two are another story. Let me be clear here. Once you cross this line, there'll be no turning back. What you're about to see is going to alter your perspective on a whole slew of things. Not in a way that'll be easy to swallow. Might even affect your relationship with Arkwright. Sure you're all right with that?
Try to sway us all you want, but the decision is ours, and ours alone.
Yeah, and you still haven't made a decision. Gosh, like, can you just answer the guy's question and so we can move on?
That's right. And we've decided to take the leap. And if I come to regret it in the future, I'll just get my revenge by killing you in your sleep or something. I'm sure LP will have some ideas.
I will?
As your attendant, I'd be more than happy to help you brainstorm.
You guys have got some real nerve, you know that? All right then, let's see what you're made of. After all, if I ever go off the deep end, I need to know you have the strength to take me down.
LP.
Cerulean seal of mine, shining from the abyss.
His stigma.
The 4 of us together should be...
May 1,000 thorns adorn your flesh with despair. Turn to ash, pillar of vanish into the darkness of purgatory.
Two stigmas? And by combining them, he's multiplied their power.
So this is the 1,000-Hand Guardian? No. This is the Heretic Hunter. The man the Overseers were so fearful of.
And Loa. I'd heard he possessed 2 stigmas, but...
No, you didn't.
Yeah. I know being able to use them at the same time is kind of cheating. But given what we're gonna be up against, I figured I'd better get used to it. Anyway, it's about time I tested you kids. I'll be putting you in the ring too, former leader of the Iron Bloods. And heck, might as well see what you're all about, Lapis. Show me how far your determination, how far the strength of your bonds can take you.
Let's do this!
I will face you as the man I am now. No petty tricks or stratagems.
You're going down, super ultimate Gehenonian!
I'm gonna roast you like a marshmallow, then eat you right up.
Can you not? I swear you're the queen of ugly nicknames.
I hate this. Why are we fighting Kevin? Why?
We got this in the bag.
Why? Cause she ran
Doing good.
away.
Go forth and teach them their place.
It's a million.
Swim!
That was a crit, and that didn't really do much of anything.
You have the advantage. Press it.
Oh, gotta be up here.
At your will. Chrono? Ouch!
Allow me.
Hit you with one of them.
You have the advantage. Press it.
Ah,
I can't really hold back when I'm in this state. So fight like your lives are on the line.
Good. Now we can prove that we're more than you took us for.
We're gonna take you down with the power of love.
okay.
You interrupted my art. What a sucker.
Cypher activated.
Okay, you can't go Zoc 2 times in a row. That's definitely cheating.
Right behind you.
Oh, that's gonna block my art, isn't it? What a sucker. Yo, Zoc 3 times in a row.
I won't show any mercy.
What in the sucker fool sucker?
On guard.
Wow, Kevin. Your spiritual energy is unlike anything I've ever seen.
And you've honed it through skill alone. There's more to you than meets the eye, it seems.
Feelings mutual. Think I'll turn things up a notch from here.
That sounds like a warning.
Does it?
I can only do damage though.
Shark command, activate!
It's a million.
Do it!
My cue. Bleed through!
Really? A miss? You sucker.
Nadia!
You're doing good.
Cypher activated.
It's closing time. Stay fixed down here, going!
At your will.
Let's do this!
I don't know if I have the wrong expectations here, but that damage was weak, sucker.
I have your flank covered.
I guess I need to see how much damage this does.
I'll end this now!
Okay,
You're doing better than I thought.
that was a lot.
Could say the same to you. Lucky we never ran into you when we were with the Gardens.
That said, we will be the ones winning here.
Oh, this is
Seals
bad.
of mine, conflicting from the abyss. Fly, holy spears of space. Pierce, unholy spears of time. By your opposing natures. Bring ruin to all!
Blow for blow.
All right, all right. I'll call it here.
Get bodied.
I'm on the up and up.
I'm a long ways behind Father yet. I'm finer tuned now.
Did we win?
You sure did. Beat me fair and square, too. If you guys managed to survive that, then I've got nothing else. Swin, Nadia, you kids are on a whole nother level. Who you are today, and who you want to continue being, the skills you built in your garden days, I see now that you've combined these facets of yourselves and polished them to a shine. And that includes all the stuff you've learned through meeting Rufus, Lapis, and Arkwright's crew.
Huh?
Alright, can we move on to important stuff?
Primary member of the Ironbloods. No, Rufus. Didn't really need to gauge your skills in the first place, honestly, but been kind of curious about you for a while now. Cruel to everyone, even yourself, but not completely merciless. The one thing you seemed to desire most was to feel as if you could trust others. Probably why you were so drawn to Lapis. Or am I wrong?
Huh?
I don't believe I recall ever asking the church for counseling. But I will admit, you are partially correct. Much of my life has been void of connection. I yearned for recognition from the man I chose as my father then, indirectly as it was, witnessed his end. And in spite of my attempts to do so, I was unable to either surpass him or become his equal. However, it was only upon meeting such failure that I began to realize I yearned to be someone else. Someone who could lead by example. To become such is my current goal. Although I recognize its insignificance in relation to everything else at the moment.
Rufus.
I see.
Wait, are you being serious right now? No, surprise, this was all part of my master plan?
Well, there's still time, I suppose.
What does that mean? Ah, whatever. That's all I got on you anyway. As for you, Lapis, well, you're made of strong stuff. You're probably the last person I need to be worrying about.
That's all you have to say? Everyone else got a whole character analysis.
All right. Think I'm good to show you all the truth now. Then I'll leave it to you to decide whether you want to help me or not. So, how does that sound, Swin? Nadia?
I'm good with that. I get that you and yours need to proceed cautiously.
Gotta say, I wasn't expecting we'd have to talk about all that mushy stuff first, though. Don't you think it's a little unfair you know everything about us? Maybe we should go digging up all your secrets, too. Like, where that edgy nickname of yours came from, or what your sickeningly sweet family life was like with Reese and you-know-who.
Ah, she was so different back then. Wait, you know who? Just how much do you even know already?
Sickeningly sweet? Why does that sound so delicious?
Please tell me this chapter wasn't used just to gauge strength.
Cerulean seal of mine, shining from the abyss.
This Akashic Eye of yours, I've been told you borrowed it.
That's right. Though, I can't tell you from who. Sorry.
This sensation is so familiar.
Given the timing, would that put it at about when the incident with the Crimson Grendel was happening?
Could also be connected to whoever opened that portal in front of Trion Tower.
Akashic Eye. Activate! Scan the underground waterway for traces of Dingo Brad's spiritual data. Just what was he doing here? And who was it that he came here to meet?
Burn in hell, asshole.
Is everyone alright? Yeah, that was hard, but we did it. What's that? An angel?
Get down!
This is...
October of last year, when Van and the others came to Tharbad.
Got that right. Probably drew this memory because you guys are here. Give us a look at what happened after this. There we go. That's it.
Van! Pull yourself together! We're right here with you. Please, try and stay calm.
On, yeah.
I see I made it in time.
Rosette has never been as awesome as this cutscene, by the way. She has been reduced to rubble since then. Why did they waste our time with that cutscene, by the way?
Glad there aren't many monsters around. Heard there were more than a few of them. Back when Van came through the place. So the rumors were true. They really do raise the water levels during the dry season. But how am I supposed to get past? Guess I could always jump in and swim across. Dingo speaking. I'm almost at the designated meeting point. But I think I'm gonna be swimming the rest of the... Huh? All right. I'll give it a try.
Remember what I said about Dingo voice acting?
Looks different, but it's definitely one of them. Guess I press here? What just... Huh? How did all that water just disappear? It's completely dry. What the hell is going on? Yes, exactly. All of the water just vanished from the waterway.
Is that so? Then it would seem that it's functioning properly. The change isn't permanent, however. Please be sure to keep the device active. I'll be waiting for you further in.
Understood. I'll head there immediately.
That's Hamilton's voice. Oof, oof. Walk animation.
That thing's barely holding together. Looks like it fell apart years ago.
That's because it did. This place has been dry for about 20 years now.
20 years, huh? Sorry. Should I not be taking pictures?
There's no need to worry, though it may affect the principle of causality. I suppose, however, there's a 50-50 chance anything will show up in those photos at all. Just like the proverbial cat in the box.
You mean...
I see you're a sharp one, aren't you? You've already begun piecing things together. particularly in regard to how that friend of yours fits into all this, as well as the significance of those relics his assistant is currently searching the country for.
Saw right through me. So, have you already spoken to them?
I've yet to even meet them, though I do look forward to having the chance. I'm worried how involved they and you are with Almata, though. That group is dangerous, and not only because they're getting close to an ontological truth.
Well, you're not wrong about that.
You're a handful, I swear. Just know this. You should refrain from placing too much trust in me, Dingo. After all, the way things are now is all due to the unforgivable deception I performed. I replaced what should have been with an observational outcome of my own.
Can't say I know what your intent is, but what I do know is that you've been good to me for years. I mean, if it wasn't helping me evade Almata, you were teaching me to navigate the orbital net. And I know you've been anticipating the coming of 1209 more than anyone else. Seriously, if you ever need help, Professor, know that I've got your back. Investigation, disruption, intel manipulation. Whatever you need, I'll do it. After all, anything that I do to help you should help Van and the others as well. Right?
Dingo.
Anyway, you still where I think you are, Professor? I'll head over now.
Thank you. And by the way, I'd like to return to Basel within the day, if I can. I'll open the path once I know you're near.
So, it produces a shift in reality by resonating with the main unit. At this point, I'm not sure I understand even half of this. Things in Basel seem to be reaching a turning point, though. Time I put some work in behind the scenes. Which reminds me, I also need to put together all of my notes on Almata.
Hold on a sec.
I'm now reminded, I think it was a secret cutscene if you did the entirety of the Martian Garden and Trails Through Daybreak 2. You get this scene with Professor Hamilton that perhaps has some percentage of illusions that she might not be... her motives might be considerably more nebulous than one would take her for. So this scene now makes that scene made me remember that. And also watching the main menu of this game. Oh, really?
Why was QT's grandma... Do Van and Aggie know about this?
Not sure I was able to follow all that, but we just saw something really crazy, didn't we?
Did we see something really crazy?
Yes, I heard him mention something about a shift in reality at the end there too. I guess that would make sense, considering the waterway changed in a literal instant, I mean. That grate over there was completely destroyed too.
This certainly has the air of something the Septian Church would need to handle. Well then, it would appear that you finally have your target, don't you?
Yeah, though nothing's for sure. Well, not yet at least. But seeing as a certain saint of ours has been given full authority by Her Holiness, her requests are absolute. I've got no choice now but but to take up the title I once relinquished. The title of Heretic Hunter. And the duty that comes with it.
You can end the chapter right there. I was like, yeah, you can do that. I would be okay with that. Okay. I like where this one can go. If he's actually going to hunt down Professor Hamilton, and Professor Hamilton is gonna be some crazy OG gangsta villain or something like that, you know, things could be pretty cool. Never know. Professor Hamilton could be part of Ouroboros for all we know, you know.
We're no slouches.
Our rank has risen.
Receipt confirmed.
Grail ring.
Oh, nicely done.
That S rank too?
It's nothing worth celebrating.
I lost money? I don't know if Swin deserves to get MVP here. I hardly played him. He hardly did anything. Alrighty then. Let's mark. Let's see what awaits us at the end. Back to